So, 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 so you think that you love me? How I wish we are safeguarding some fire here before it goes out of control. And so, I was having a conversation with someone today after the maandamanos. And so this is one of the parents whose child alikuwa kwa the protests. And so of course they were arrested because wao hakuenda maandamano. Wao walienda protesting, but for them they had another agenda. Fuck off. So what happened? The son got arrested. So this is someone who's been watching my channel. I didn't even know they have been watching me. They have been watching me. Actually, it was a shock because they have been watching me for over 4 years. Kwa sababu aliniambia the video yenye alimention the first time they watched me, it took me a long time back to realize that. And so I asked, so you've been telling this? She's like, yeah, I've been watching you for like 4 years. So akaniambia alikuwa ameambia son yake aachane na hiyo company. So of course she's blaming the company that the son was keeping for him being arrested. Okay, so yeye anasema kama kijana yake pengine angekuwa anatembea na huyo mwenye alikuwa na yeye angeshikwa, kwa sababu kijana yake ndiye alishikwa, but huyo kijana mwenye anasema atu alikuwa anatembea na yeye, though alikuwa na yeye hakushikwa. So she's like, so now what do I do? First of all, she's like, can you come and take me to the police station tuende tutoe kijana yangu ameshikwa and everything. Nikamwambia hapana, I'm having a very busy day, I cannot come and help you, and I also need to know the details or whatever happens. Si ati nitoke hapa tena nikupeleke police station sema tuenda kutoa kijana yako and we don't even know or have the details of what happened for the son to be inside them. So nikamwambia, okay, give me the number of the guy who was with your son. Ona, mwenye walishikwa na yeye, mwenye walikuwa na yeye ndio kijana yako ashikwe. Mwenye hayuko ndani, mwenye unasema ati walikuwa na fulani na huyo fulani ndiye amefanya ashikwe, huyo ndio nataka kuongea na yeye. Ndio anipe kwanza details. So kama tutadecide tutatumana ama tutaenda, we need to know what happened in the first place for your son to be the one ndio ameshikwa, but mwenye unasema unalaumu yeye hajashikwa. Akaniambia hapana, huyu kijana amekataza sana kutembea na kijana yangu. I've always told him hata simtakangi kwangu. Ni mara mingi sana nimemwambia huyu ni kijana hata aendangi kanisa. Huyu ndiye ameniharibia kijana. Nikamwambia, madam, listen here. Saizi we are not blaming anyone. I just said give me the number of the young man who was with the young man ndio akashikwa. So nikaongea na huyo young man, akanipea his side of the story. So I got back to the mother, nikamwambia, so this is what nimejua, and the only thing I can tell you is that there's nothing you can do for now. You'll have to wait until your son apelekwe kotini. Maybe then you can find a solution. Ama go and talk to the OCS. Kama ni story mnaweza ongea na OCS, you should go and talk to the OCS. Naona? So it actually turned out that huyu kijana mwenye ako ndani ni yeye ufuata huyu kijana mwenye mama alikuwa anasema ati anamharibia kijana. So of course me, I don't take sides. So me, I'm always cutting both sides. You see, me, I carry what you call a double-edged sword. Okay? So me ukata sides zote. Me sinanga favoritism. So nikamwambia, listen here. It's very important that you know how to cut someone out of your life. And when you do that, it's difficult, but sometimes you have to choose yourself. And this can be very difficult for you, like to choose yourself with whatever you are going through life, okay? Because just like Greg David alisema, unakumbuka ngoma ya Greg David? Greg David was like, I'm walking away from the troubles of my life. I'm walking away. Oh, find a better place. So just like Greg David, sometimes you have to walk away. Okay? You have to walk away from toxic people. And this is not an easy choice. Walking away is not an easy choice, okay? It's not even a trend. We don't even have a trend whereby we can say, so we have this trend of walking away. It's not even a trend. It's not even something that we do because we want to. I mean, cutting off your friend or getting away from toxic people is not even something that you do because you want to. You are forced by circumstances. This is a decision that you make sometimes after years. Some of you cannot even move away from your exes. Even after years you are separated, you are still fucking your exes, okay? So it's not even easy to walk away from those people, those toxic relationships. So these kind of decisions you have to make. Sometimes it takes you even decades. So when you end the relationship, you're like, man, I should have ended this relationship like 20 years ago. I should have ended this relationship like 10 years ago, okay? So cutting off people or moving away is not easy. And the reason being, it has taken so much. Sometimes it has taken a lot of pain. It has taken a lot of abuse, because you can also get addicted to abuse. Okay, you can get addicted to being abused. Okay, especially based on the person who's meting out the abuse on you. And sometimes, more so when you know that I have to cut off from this person, not because I want to, but because it is going to be painful for me, but because I know even if I cut off from this person, their behavior is coming from their own pain. The other day I was driving, and we saw two people, drunk people, kama wameshikana mkono. So unaikutana wale watu wanakuanga walevi, so wanashikana, yu anaanguka na inua, so they're like buddies, they're like drunk buddies, okay? So walevi kama hao, I remember I commented nikasema, unaona urafiki walevi kama hao inakuanga urafiki mzuri sana ya maisha, but ni urafiki ya pain. Ni urafiki ya addiction. These people are addicted to drinking. They are drinking buddies. They drink together, but they have an addiction. So their friendship is based on nani atapeleka mwingine nyumbani. Moja akianguka mwingine anapeleka mwingine nyumbani. So a relationship like that one becomes very hard to detach, because it's based on their pain. Okay? It is based on their conditioning, what you can call the unresolved traumas. These are two people who are drunk. Let's talk about like drug addicts. Okay? When you have like two drug addicts wakiwa pamoja, it is very hard to separate them. That is even why they fall into that trap whereby they wanashare dawa, wanashare injections, because their relationship is based on pain. So they have what you can call unresolved trauma. Okay? And sometimes, when we have to second guess ourselves, like for example, you are with your friend and you're like, finally, hiyo ni mvua, fire and rain. That's I love the rain though. I won't complain about the rain. So it's raining. Hii moto kubwa hivi and then kunyesha sasa. Hopefully anyway, let's continue. So when you cut off from your friends, sometimes you may feel ashamed. It takes a lot of, you may feel shame that you are cutting off from your friends, okay? You feel like you are a bad person because you are choosing your own emotional health. So let's say uko na drinking buddy, but after some time you are like, hii pombe ya msee inipeleki vizuri, so I'm going to cut them off. Ndio ni best yako, but you decide I'm going to cut them off. And that takes a lot of shame, because you don't even want to, you feel like you're the bad person. But sometimes we have to let go of how we wish, okay, this can go. So the hope that we had with these people, because you are always hopeful, okay? So you have to let go of how you wish things could be with this person. For example, I've cut off so many people, especially after my spiritual journey. I had to cut off so many friends, okay? So it's not easy, but I have to get them off, wishing that things can get better, okay? wishing that this dysfunction can end when I leave them. And we have to face the reality that some people don't change unless they choose to. So for example, you cannot make your friends stop drinking unless they want to stop drinking. I'm gonna stay here until I finish this video, then I can run to the house, okay? So there's even added pain if the other people who are involved now, if they are telling you to, mazee, just get over it, mazee, okay? Wacha kunipresha niache pombe, okay? And it's common sense that most of us, a lot of people, we live almost all our lives tolerating abuse, whether it's in relationships, okay? We like those dysfunctional things. It's like the spirit likes to suffer. So it can be very painful when you look at your friends and they seem to be misunderstanding you, why you are cutting them off, why you are cutting them loose. So with time, they are, what can we say? After some times, of course, there will be enough time for you to heal from the damage. And this is what people need to understand. So you have to sit back and reflect on what is the value that you are getting in your own life when you cut off these people, okay? What is that thing that you are learning, that you need to be learning and growing after you have cut off these people? Unajua? Because it's, I think the best word would be, it's very liberating. It's very liberating to know that you are an adult who can choose the people you let into your life. You see, when you are younger, you usually don't have a lot of choices, okay? Because of peer pressure, because of, you know, the location, vitu kama hizo. But now that you're an adult now, you're a grown woman with grown titties, okay? Your balls can now fill your boxers, you're a man with grown balls. So now that you have big balls, now that you're a woman, it's very liberating, okay? Because now you have that adult mind where you can choose the people that you are letting to come into your lives. And this is something that you didn't have what you can call access to when you are growing up. As a child, you don't have this kind of access. So this is what happens. So after you cut off these people, eventually, it takes a lot of guts, but eventually, the shame that you feel when you stop drinking with these people, the shame that you feel when you stop hanging around these friends and you tell them, I no longer want to be in your company, okay? This one fades. After some time, the shame fades, okay? And this is now where you get the confirmation that you made the right decision. And when you go into deeper spiritually, this is what you call a calling. It's like a calling where you are now fully reconnecting with who you are. And I know it's not easy. I mean, it's not easy if all you are drinking buddies mko nao kuiva, you know, hata ukuangi na pesa, unafuliza ndio ufurahishe. You know, you are doing all these things just to please them. My fire is still big. So don't worry about my fire. Even with the rain, my fire is burning. Okay? I'm an earth sign, so I'm a master of all the senses. I'm an earth bender. So now, after you have cut off your friends, you are drinking buddy or all these bad companies, okay? You will never be the same again. The reason being, the peace that you get, since now you have to protect that peace, that's a very different life. And a lot of people don't even know like what it means. It takes a lot of guts for people to be able to cut off people. Okay, I'm having so many invites to go live. Na niliona nilipewa, what do you call it? Nilipewa something called Flash na TikTok, where by now I'm supposed to be going live with other people. So mtu mwingine akini-invite live, I'm gonna jump into that. In the meantime, it's raining. Let me see. Kama kuna comment. There's no comment. If there's no comment, if there's no question, I'm gonna run to the house because now it's raining. My fire, of course, will keep going until ile masaa itajisikia kuisha. So I see there's no comments, no question. Najua hii si masaa yangu. I usually don't come live around this time, so I know I don't even have a lot of viewers. But it's not about the viewers. Fuck the viewers. It's about you getting the message. So I have to go now. because now it's raining. There's no need of me kunyeshewa hapa in the name of this content. My fire is still going in the rain. You can see my fire is still going in the rain. So it has a lot of fuel. It has a lot of fuel. So this one will keep burning. Hii haiwezi isha saa hizi, but nitaiacha sasa. I'll have to leave it. Mimi wacha nifanye hivi kwanza ingize hewa kidogo. You know, you have to know how to stroke a fire. You don't just stroke women. You can stroke a fire na unaibembeleza. So shout out to everyone in the comments, each one. Mvua ikiisha tunaendelea na video. Na ikizidi tunahepa. Because I don't again the rain to be staki tena simu yangu inyeshewe. Let me see. I don't need rain. Nipanguze kioo. Hainyeshewi sana. So no, I have to go. Let me end this live. Let's go to the house and make another live. Sawa? Let's end this live and then we go to the house and start another one.